In this series we're going to be looking at our column tools, turning angle tool, side to side tool, PE design, the manual punch block straight option or manual block curved option. And the designs I've chosen from antiquepatterns.org, and you can go and download the whole books yourself. You want the DMC motif broderie. Is it 1 or 2? I think it's 1. Okay, here it is. And of course I'm on the last page, aren't I? It's got a nice cover. See? Anyways, here we go. You get a series of colour plates, and for those of you who enjoy doing this type of hand embroidery and would like to do it in machine embroidery, these are absolutely priceless. You've got little cross-stitch designs. In fact, Pattern.org is an absolute goldmine for anybody who loves crosswork. You've got sort of tapestry designs. You have a nice selection of various patterns, stitch types, and oops, come on, down you come. For instance, I love this. I've always liked it, and I had a teacher at school try to teach it to me. Do you think I could do it? Not on your Nelly, I couldn't. Just couldn't get the hang of it. It wasn't until I was an adult that I finally clicked and realised how it worked. And it was so simple I could have kicked myself all around the house. And it makes gorgeous cushion fronts, seat covers. This is a similar thing, but it's all counted thread work. But we can do it in our embroidery machines. And I'm not going to show you now. Now we're moving on into the designs that I want us to look at. Now I love this design. It's very Art Nouveau, which I love. I like dandelions. I grow the best dandelions in our town. I don't think my neighbours love me for it, but they're fine, great big leaves, really glossy, with fantastic big heads on. This one I wasn't too certain about. You can tell how long it is since I've done any hand embroidery. I can't even remember the name. It's one part of a cross stitch, only it's not cross stitch, tapestry stitch or something, and it has to be stretched. And the same with this one. And that one. Okay. Now those are some of the designs. Okay, it's not all of them. Motif book 2. There's that nice cover again. Come on, up to 1. I'm doing all this clicking and it's not actually doing anything. Right, we're at the top. Okay, opening page. I like this design. It's got a lot of good strong elements in it, and it can all be done with the column tool, turning angle tool, side to side tool, PE design, block stitch tool, straight or curve option. So, but we're not doing that design in this particular set of videos. Here's another design that can all be done with the tool, and this is the design that I will be working on in the first set of videos, and this one I'll be working on in the second set of videos. So immediately that knocks those two out of the game for you for the challenge. Because I'm mean. This can all be worked in your turning angle tool. I did consider doing this one in one of the sets. I thought, no, I have to be fair and give you some scope. This one, I did clip this out, tack it together in my graphics handler, and this here is this bit here. You see that? So it does marry together, only just though. They're not all as kind as that. This one, the colour reproduction does it no favours, but it's a fantastic design. And so is this one, crocus with flowers and petals. I would forget the flowers and petals and just work on the crocus. And you can do that all in turning angle. I'm saying it's crocus, it probably isn't. It just reminds me of one. Now this is what I like about this book. Here are all your graphs. This is the repeat of this. So even though you haven't got it all, you've got enough to tell you what's going on, because you've got the complete center motif, and that complete center motif is offset and repeated on the next row It's also offset and repeated to this side and that side. Okay, next one. Roses. I didn't like the roses. It sort of didn't do anything at all for me. And you could do the whole of this in turning angle tool. And again, because you've got the whole motif here, and this is the whole motif, it shows you what is happening when you get up here and what is happening to one side, because it just repeats and repeats. So in that, it's a wee bit like a repeater wallpaper. Now this one drove me mad, because I did consider doing this in the videos. I couldn't work out the offset. I know there's an offset there. I couldn't work it out. But looking at it again now, I can see the bally thing. And that's really annoying me, because I wasted nearly an hour and a half trying to discover where the offset was. Sometimes it does pay to go to sleep on something. This one, you've got the complete motif again if you take these bits, tack them on the top there, and that whole lot then just repeats over and over again. And each time a repeat is done, it's offset from the center. So all these are repeatable patterns. That's a lovely little flower. So are these. This is the one I particularly like, and I love these, but I wouldn't put them so close together. I'd have to have these spaced out more, and those would look fine on a nice deep brown velvet and make cushion tops for myself. You can see my mind is ticking over here. This is what we're going to be working on in this first set of videos. And what I have done is I have used my snippet tool, removed one whole pattern from this, and I used, let's bring up the snipping tool, the freeform snip. Let's get rid of that. Trouble is, I'm not very steady with my hands, and my thumb, when I want it to be accurate, decides then, because I use a tracker ball which has a thumb wheel, it then decides that it wants to wobble all over the place like this. Of course, when does it do it most? When I least want it to, and I'm trying to use a freeform lasso tool. So anyway, I managed to get it out, took it into one of my programs, used their polygon select tool to clean it all up, because it works like digitizing. You put a point down, you drag, you click, you drag, you click, you drag, you click. That allowed me to clean that up. I then checked on its size and created a new canvas which was double the length of its height here and just slightly wider than it. And then I went back to this image, selected it, copied it. Then I went back to my new canvas, tapped on my new canvas to make it live, went to Edit, Paste as New Layer, put my layer into position. Then I went back up to Edit, Paste as New Layer, and then moved my new layer so that it matched up here.